Okay, here we are, station 1. So evaluate the following linear functions for the given values. So remember that this symbol here means f, we say it as f of x, the function of x, right? Here it's equal to 2x plus 4. It's the same as when we say y equals, right? So f of x just kind of means y. Now, what we have down here, it's telling us that we want to know what this function is equal to when x is 2. So we just simply replace the x. I'm going to write the whole thing, 2x plus 4, right? We know what x is worth. Let's get rid of this letter here, change it to the value of 2 that we've been told that it is, and then solve, right? So 2, now x now we know is equal to 2, and then we're going to continue to add 4 to the end of it. Remember, this is 2 times x. We have x 2 times, so we're going to multiply our two 2's, right? When a letter and a number are touching each other, then there's the operation that we perform is always multiplying. So here we're going to go 2 times 2, that's 4. We still need to add this 4 to it in the end, right? So now we're at 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. So the value of this function when x is equal to 2 is 8. And so now we're going to do the same thing. Now let's see what happens when x is 5. I'm going to assume it's going to be larger than 8 because 5 is larger than 2. And I'm also seeing everything here is like positive, right? It should be larger. So 2x plus 4. We now know that x is worth 5 this time, right? And we're going to add 4 to that. 2 times 5, remember there's an imaginary multiply. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 4, 10 and 4 is 14. And then finally, 2x plus 4, when x is a negative 10. Let's see what we get. 2 times negative 10 is negative 20. Plus 4, negative 20 plus 4, be careful. There is no shame in using your calculator, right? So negative 20 plus 4, plus 4 is a negative 16. Okay, that makes sense, right? Negative and a positive, it's going to become a negative 16. All right, keep going along. Here we're going to follow a very similar deal. You see the number and the letter, number and the letter, right? We're going to multiply, but this time we're going to take away 8. So 4x minus 8, let's see what that is worth when x is 2. I wonder if it's going to be larger than 8 or smaller than 8. I really have no idea. Interesting, right? We're multiplying by 4 this time versus multiplying by 2, but here we're taking away 8. Let's see. Okay, 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 8, 0, 0. So this one is less than. Interesting. Okay, 4x minus 8, when x this time is equal to 5. 4 times 5 is 20. I know that in my head right now, right? 20 minus 8 is 12. And then the final one, 4 times negative 10 minus 8. Right? I didn't write the original. 4x minus 8, right? 4x, I changed this x to the 10. You know what you can do? You have to be really, really careful. But as long as you're able to put this right here into your calculator exactly the way it looks. So 4 parentheses, negative 10, close my parentheses, minus 8, enter. The calculator did the work for me. Look, calculator says it should be a negative 48. Let's just check, right? 4 times negative 10 is a negative 40 minus 8. Negative 40 minus 8. If you don't know, use your calculator, right? Negative 40 minus 8. Oh, negative 48. Negative 48. Beautiful. That's the beauty of the calculator. It does so much of the work for us. All right, so last one. F of x is 1/2 x plus 5. 1/2 x plus 5, right? 1/2 times x. X we know is 2. Plus 5. Let's put it into our calculator. Remember, to make a fraction, you push the green alpha button and then y equals. And this brings up our fraction bar. I don't know, right? Let's go with 1. Enter. There's our numerator and our denominator like place values, right? So 1 over 2, parentheses, 2, close the parentheses, plus 5. I hope this works. Let's see. Yeah, 6. That sounds right. Because 1/2 times 2, ABC 1, or whatever, alpha, y equals 1. I'm just checking, right? 1/2 times 2, that's 1. 1 plus 5 is 6, which is what our calculator told us the answer was a second ago when we plugged it straight in. Right? It's beautiful. Let's do it 2 more times in the calculator this time. So 1/2 x plus 5, I'm going to write it down here too. Right? 1/2 times, this time x is a 5. Uh-oh, I think we're going to get a decimal answer here. Right? Because half of 5, that's going to be a decimal. But alpha, y equals, numerator, denominator, right? That's what that means. Number 1, that's what we want. Numerator, denominator. 1/2 times 5, parentheses 5, parentheses, right, plus 5. If you don't put the parentheses, you're going to be wrong. 15 over 2. 15 over 2, let's see what that is. I think what we can do is go alpha y equals down to 4, f to d, right? With these arrows, that means fraction to decimal. Let's just see what it is as a decimal, because to me, I like decimals better. Okay, 7.5. That makes sense, right? Because 1/2 of 5 is 2.5 plus 5. 2.5 plus 5 is 7.5. So the fraction 15 over 2, that's also correct, right? This is all good. Beautiful. Last one. Do it on your own, right? 1/2 times negative 10 plus 5. Alpha y equals fraction 1/2 times negative 10. It's cool because the parentheses automatically let us know, tell us the calculator to multiply. We don't even have to put the multiply symbol in between. Half of 10 plus 5, enter, is 0. And that makes sense. That makes sense because 1/2 times negative 10 is going to be a negative 5. And negative 5 plus this 5 together makes 0. Beautiful.